Hey there guys, this is Kupo coming at you with another Barb guide. It's the start of Season 4, it's Sunday, it came out on Friday, so it's been about 2 days. And I think I got it all pretty well figured out. So, let's just dig right into this. I'm going with the Wastes and IK set once again, a mixed match of both, and you'll see why later. But for now, let me show you what we got. So you're going to have the IK weapon to make this build work. Preferably an ancient on your weapon, but good luck. But this is a beautiful weapon. Beautiful. So good luck getting your hands on something like this. And then I'm just going to go through each piece here. Just make sure you get 5 pieces of waste and 3 pieces of IK, because you're going to use your Ring of Grandeur in your cube. So let's just go over these. Your boots here, these are ideally the stats you want, except for, believe it or not, I actually personally would prefer that move speed to be whirlwind damage, because whirlwind damage on your boots and your helmet will increase your tornado damage, which is very useful. So, but there's no problem with having move speed. Okay, on these pants, I kind of wish I had some all-res on them, but this works. You get a kind of high armor roll because these are ancient legendary, but what can you do, right? So look for something kind of like this, and I always look for all-res on the pieces except for the chest, which we'll come to in a second. So not much going on. The pants are pretty universal. Let's see, IK belt. This got awkward. I had to really think about this because the 1,000 life per Fury, oh my goodness. Okay, so I mean, if you do the math, that's what, every 10 you spend, that's like 10,000 life per Fury. That's, I mean, it adds up. That's a good healing amount. So I thought about rolling that to percent life, but I'm just keeping it where it is. So that's something that you might have to decide for yourself, but pretty solid stat in my opinion. And then the chest, like I just told you about, you don't want all res on your chest. You want reduced damage from elites. So as a you want a secondary resist on there, and then probably you'd want like a reduced damage from melee or range, whichever you prefer. But that being said, reduced damage from elites is what you want to roll on there. Of course, you want your sockets. I think these all come with sockets now, anyway. But that's kind of what you're looking for in the chest. Big thing, reduced damage from elites. Make sure you have that. Gloves, basic gloves, crit damage, vitality, strength. That's all you need. You're not gonna get all. I prefer the vitality on the gloves than the all res. So it's got a secondary lightning resist. That's fine. So that's basically what you'll look for. Pauldrons. Okay, so another debatable item, because I put cooldown reduction on these. And I don't know, it's just less rending I have to do. When you're whirlwinding through the mobs, you want to keep your Wrath of the Berserker up. So obviously, if you have cooldown reduction, it's a lot easier to do. So I have the 8% CDR on there. You could, if you just want some more life, go ahead and throw some life on there. But I like having that 8% CDR. It just makes the build feel a little better. Even though I'm really lacking already in my cooldown reduction because I'm not using the gem, which we're gonna go to now. The helmet, right? Crit, vitality, strength. That's basically what we want. You could get a strength, whirlwind, crit, or some people just like to roll the strength off, you know, and just have that vitality there, and then have like whirlwind damage. But this is what I'm running with because this is all I got. I like having the vitality. This is hardcore we're talking about here, right? So I do like having the vitality, you know. So this is what I would look for. And then the gem, I put the life gem in, and the reason because my life is kind of low. Actually right now it's pretty good because I just picked up this IK weapon with the really high vitality and strength stat. So I could maybe get away with putting a CDR gem in there. Generally speaking, I think everybody who's in the top 10 barbs are going to be like, why don't you put a CDR gem in there? Like, well, I like having the life. All it comes down to with this build is spamming rend more. So, like that CDR gem, yeah, it'd be really useful, but you know, if you just maintain spamming rend while you're killing the mobs, you'll always have your Wrath of the Berserker. So I have no problem using a life gem. So that's what I do. You can kind of make your decision. So those are all the tier pieces. So, and it's pretty cool to have all these tier pieces because you can mix match them however you want. You know, if you're missing a piece, but you have an extra of the wastes, it's like, well, you can replace the waste piece with an IK piece. You know, just make sure you get 3 IK and 5 wastes, and you're good to go. And then, alright, let's get on to like some of these other pieces. Oh my goodness, look at that amulet. Oh, that is a beautiful amulet. It's got that crit chance, crit damage, strength, and a socket. Arguably, the only way this could be better is if it had, I'm rolling physical damage, so if that strength was physical damage, it'd arguably be better, but since it's ancient legendary, it's got 976 strength. That's a really good amulet. So keep your eye out for anything like this. You want your gems in your jewelry. You absolutely want them. So in a realistic real world, I've never been able to obtain an amulet like this in even any of the previous seasons. So you might have to live with an amulet with only crit damage on it and a socket, or only crit chance on a socket. But sometimes you have to do that. That's probably what you'll do until you find one like this. So it's fine to do that, but this is what you want to look out for. Something like this. That's a beautiful amulet. RoS, I took anything that was ancient legendary, and it turns out I got the Traggle coils. And these are pretty handy, because sometimes you're a little low on your Fury and you hit a replenish well or like a EXP shrine thing, and it just fills your Fury. But the big thing, you want this ancient legendary just for the stats. And of course, you want to have your elemental damage here. This is a huge damage buff, guys. Make sure you get your element damage, whichever element you choose that you're going. So I'm going physical. Get it to 20%, and then it came with 6% crit. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So get as high as crit as you can. Then we'll check out these rings here. I still love this ring, man. Convention of Elements. This is such a great ring. And this one is particularly well. Ancient Legendary. You got the high strength. I got the 5.5 crit. It could be 6, but I'm not gonna complain. That's pretty good. It's pretty good crit, and I like the crit damage. I like to stack damage. I think your best defense is your offense. So I put that crit damage on there, and it's got a real nice 194% element damage, which is it's a good roll. It's a good roll. At a 200%, it's a really good roll actually. So, yeah, it just cycles through each of the elements. If you don't know about this ring, it says it goes through Arcane, Cold, Fire, Holy Lightning, Physical, Poison. It doesn't do that for me because I'm a Barb. It'll only cycle through 4 of them. I think it's what? Cold, Fire, Lightning, Physical. I think that's what it does. Cycles through those 4. So every 16 seconds, you're gonna get 4 seconds of just about 200% a damage increase of that element. That is ridiculous. That is very good, and especially for other builds. This build does benefit from it quite a bit, but some of the other builds where people are seismic slamming or using Hoda, or I'm going to be working on a boulder toss build pretty soon here, where you're going to be really watching this ring, and it's yeah. But you'll see your numbers skyrocket for that 4 seconds. Good ring. Keep your eye out for this. I'd consider this to be a best slot ring. Okay, here. This is another in a perfect world. Unities are really rare. I've already found 3, and it's only Sunday. I found 3 Unities, so I decided to use it. Last season, I did not find a Unity at all. No Unity at all. So this was a pretty good pickup. You might not get your hands on this, but I was using a Stone of Jordan until I picked this up. So if you can get your hand on a Unity and you're playing solo, yeah, use the Unity. When I go back to playing with a group, I'm going to throw a different item on. I'm going to throw that Stone of Jordan back on again. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, I got Bane. Let's talk about the gems I got in here. Bane of the Trapped, I still think that's a fantastic gem. It's rank 45, 28% damage. I think you should definitely get the Bane of the Trapped. I don't think there's any question about that one. Then here I'm using Taiguk. I still love the Taiguk, man. I got it rank 45. That's 65 stacks. That's 32.5% damage, 32.5% armor. That's very good. Very good. And then my last... I kind of use this one at the start. It's... When you first start the game, this is a good gem because it gives you a lot of damage before you can really level your gems way up. It's only rank 33 because I'm not really planning on using this gem. I'll replace it with something else probably. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but for now, this is a good gem. You can go ahead and use this gem. It's going to give you 20% damage plus the 15% elite damage. This is basically 35% damage. So you can't go wrong with it. But I do think that this is one where people would be like, hey, you shouldn't use that gem. Like, yeah, I agree. There's definitely other gems that you can use, but this is what I'm using. Is that everything? That's all the gear. Let's check the cube out. I know you guys want to see the cube. What are we cubing? The furnace. Alright, so the furnace is it's got to be the best. There's some builds where you want to use something else, but let's just stick to what I'm doing here. Furnace. Get your hands on a furnace. Some people are like, well, a furnace is one of the rarest weapons in the game. Well, not anymore, okay? You can take a... This is how this works. You can go to your little guy here, look for weapons, right? And I'm telling you right now how to get a furnace. Okay, we're gonna find a two-handed mace right here. So this is what you would do. You'd craft this two-handed mace because a furnace is a two-handed mace. So bam, you got a rare two-handed mace. Now let's go get some crafting materials. We're gonna need these, and I only have enough death breaths to show you guys one try, but I'll do this for the video's sake. So you throw a level 70 rare inside here. It's gonna take 50 arcane dusts. It's gonna take 50 of these crystals, 50 reusable parts, and it's gonna take 25 of these death breaths. You do not have to stack. You don't have to pull each stack out. You can just throw them all in there. So with this recipe, it's gonna take this rare and it's gonna turn it into any random legendary or set item of a two-hand mace. So this is how I got my furnace. So you click transmute. What do we get? I got some piece of garbage. But doing this, you can get your furnace. You just keep trying. That's kind of what you're farming for. We have lots of ways to get to snipe items now. That's a very good way to try to snipe an item. So do that. You might be able to get your furnace if you do that. That's how I got mine. I got mine on like the 3rd try. So maybe I'm just really lucky. But that's what I did. Next up, Call of the Ancients gains the effect of the Ancient's Fury Rune. So these are the Fury of the Ancient's shoulders. That's what I use for my armor piece. And that's how I'm getting a lot of my Fury back with my build. Which I'm going to go over the build in just a second. I'm just showing you guys the base setup that I have before I get into the skills. So those are the shoulders that I'm using. And then of course the Ring of Grandeur in here is what makes it work. I can have 6-piece waists, and I can have 4-piece IK with the ring in there. Alright, let's get on to the build. This is the same exact build as I did last season that I wrote the guide for. Except I've been playing even safer. So let's go over the basic skills. Warcry, Invigorate. Once again, I think Invigorate is a lot better than Impunity. And a lot of people argue either way on this. Just letting you know what I do. So I prefer Invigorate. So there's that. Okay, I'm using Ignore Pain. I don't ever use this skill. This is like a oh crap, I'm playing on hardcore button. Like when that really bad situation happens, that's why that's there. Ideally, oops, I was gonna just clean here. Okay, you want to use, ideally I'd use Battle Rage, right? With probably like Bloodshed. Yeah, with Bloodshed. So most people would say that, and I agree, you should do that, but if you want to be safe, get this extra Ignore Pain in there. Why not, right? And I'm using the Ignorance's Bliss Rune, which just gives you life per Fury spent, which heals me up pretty good if I need like an extra heal. And then nextly we got Wrath of the Berserker. I keep clicking them, I don't know why. But we're using Strident Giant. I'm all about being safe. So Stricken Giant is the 50% damage reduction. With that 50% damage reduction, you can take your barb pretty far without any fear of dying, which I'm all about, no fear of dying. You can use Insanity, and I have been using Insanity a lot. But it's up to you. You can kind of mix match whatever you feel. If you feel like you're dying too fast, put Insanity on. If you just want to farm and be safe for a while, put the Stricken Giant on there. And then our next skill, Ancients, right? We're always going to have our Ancients out because of our AK set. Together as one, it's a no-brainer for this build. You're going to divide all your damage by 50%. So, and that's where the cube comes in, right? So I got the 50% damage reduction Lightning Ancients, and then with this these shoulders here in my cube, I'm also getting Fury generation. So that's how I'm maintaining my Fury with this build. What else do we got here? Okay. We're gonna get into our skills. Rending, right? I'm kind of physical based right now, so I'm using the Bloodlust. It heals me a little bit. It's not a lot. You don't really notice it that much, but it is a little bit of healing that is very nice, and it kind of stacks up with the life per Fury spent. So that's what I'm using for Rend. You can choose a different Rend. It doesn't really matter that much. Whatever element you're going for. Some people might be doing Lightning. It's just up to you. Whirlwind, Blood Funnel. Like I said, I'm going Fury with this build. Or I'm sorry, physical. So we're gonna use the Blood Funnel, which is the physical one, and that also restores health when you crit, which is fantastic because we crit a lot. So that's kind of the basic setup. Okay, passive skills, Ruthlessness, no-brainer. Everybody needs to be using Ruthlessness no matter what build you're doing. That is the go-to skill. Nerves of Steel. We're hardcore players, right? And they finally gave us this. Use it. It's your cheat death passive. So I procced this for the first time today actually. So and it came in handy. It saved me a barb. So use this. I like Rampage. It's a big damage buff. So just use that. And I'm using Weapon Master. And the reason for Weapon Master is, yes, I can maintain my Fury, but not on a single target. So on a single target, like the Rift Guardian, without Weapon Master, you cannot keep your Fury. Like you'll run out of Fury, and then what? Then you're not whirlwinding, and when you whirlwind, you get a damage reduction, and so you just a sitting duck. So get Weapon Master. This is what I like. This setup. These right here, I think, are my ideal setup for passives. Okay. With that being said, what can this setup do for you? What can this? Let's look at the leaderboards. Okay, right now I'm ranked number 5. I cleared a 51 with this exact barb. This exact barb cleared a 51. Got to rank number 5. And I'm gonna show you. I don't need to pull those out anymore. Let's just throw this in here for now. Look how messy my bags are. Ugh. Alright. I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna show you. Let's do a 50. Alright. Here we go. You're about to hear my keyboard. I got a loud keyboard. I'm sorry about that. Alright. So, like I said, I don't have a lot of CDR, so you're gonna see me rending a lot. I've whirlwind a bit and I just keep spamming these rends. Believe it or not, 50 isn't that dangerous. See, I just popped Ignore Pain. Sometimes when I'm going over like a whole bunch of Frozens, I'll just pop the Ignore Pain. It's not really necessary, to be honest. Alright, keeping Wrath up. Always keep Wrath up. Some more Frozens are out. Always pay attention to, what mobs you're fighting. Like we got Wallers with Frozen. That can be dangerous in the wrong situation. And you always want to watch your Ancients. When you get up into these 50s, sometimes your Ancients will die on you. And if they die, you start taking a ton of damage. So, but yeah, this is a 50, and I might not clear it in time. Like, if I get a, some good mobs. If I get a good mob set, I'll clear it. But I'm showing you this, that with this build, you're not really in any danger. So I'm hoping that elite up there chases me down here. I kind of try to drag him a little bit. See, yeah, he's coming. He's coming. See, I'll bring him into the other mobs. Maybe I'll find another elite pack over here. You kind of have to go back for him and like throw a rend on him, right? He's gonna wall me. So just as long as you keep whirlwinding, you're fine. Keep that wrath up. Yeah, this is working out. He's half dead now. I just gotta get him to chase me down here now. Yeah, the only times that I'm in any danger of dying is if... Good, there's an elite pack. Is if I forget to get my wrath back up. Sometimes I just forget about it and I'll run around whirlwinding and I'll see my health just drop real quick. It's like, oh no. And the other thing that I'm afraid of... See, it just fell out, but it's 50 isn't that bad, guys. Like, I haven't really pushed yet. I'm ranked number 5. Haven't even started pushing yet. If I was gonna push, what would I do? I would replace my Ignore Pain, like I said, with the Battle Rage, and I would change my Wrath of the Berserker to Insanity. And that would be a huge damage buff. So right now I feel like I'm kind of wasting time killing these, but they're pretty low, so I'm gonna finish them off. Just one left. Okay. Nice, we're getting... Oh, I took some damage there because my wrath was down when I walked into those. Arcane Beam. Arcane Beams don't even really hurt that bad even. See, my Ancients are dying. They're probably gonna die. I have to watch out. I have to watch out for them right now. As soon as they die, I'm gonna put some new Ancients out. Oh, one died. Okay, new Ancients are out. It don't get better than that. Do you see all that? I just stood in all that. I just walked in there and stood in all that. And I'm perfectly fine. Get these gloves. Okay, a lot of white mobs. We kind of want some elites here. I'm gonna run down and hopefully they'll follow me. These are kind of little tight doorways. I don't think they're gonna follow me, but it's okay. There's some sort of a shrine up here. Shielding pylon, I don't really care for shielding too much. Doesn't help me kill anything faster. Well, we're running out of elite packs. I need to kill some mobs though. I'm starting to run out of time. Not bad. It was a decent little pack. Got some good, got some time off that at least. Finish this last guy. Oh, I think there's something up here. Teleporter, Fast Plague, Poison Enchantment. That's a pretty easy pack. I like it. Let's see what's up here real quick. Because we can pull all these mobs together. You always want to kind of go off and pull the mobs together. It helps your damage immensely. Alright. I don't know where to go next. Okay, we need to go all the way around. That blows that I have to backtrack. I definitely took a wrong turn somewhere. Losing a lot of time. So I'm keeping my whirlwind up, even though there's no mobs, as best I can. It's a nice little pack here. Just whatever you do, don't forget to spam some Rens with this build, because your Wrath of the Berserker won't refresh without it. I mean, look at this. This is a 50, guys. This is a G-Rib 50. And I have no cares in the world. No cares at all. Just learn to play, you know, keeping the wrath up. And no cares. I might not make it in time. We'll see. This isn't a bad rift. Wrath fell off. What's in here? Anything in here? I'm just kind of aggroing all the mobs and hoping they chase me. Oh look, this guy found me. That's cool. Okay, we got a decent set of mobs here. Don't forget to always stand in the wormhole. Always stand in the wormhole. It's a DPS buff. It's not really a DPS buff. Okay, this marshmallow guy is not dying at all. We're gonna drag him into some more mobs. We'll be there all day fighting that guy. You need to really identify. And of course, there's not much going on over here either. But you need to kind of identify these really tanky mobs, so that you're not just fighting the one boss. Aw, oh, man, he teleported away. Oh. Come on, marshmallow guy. Well, he has teleport. Maybe he'll teleport over here. Gonna get some more mobs to cleave with. Where'd he go? He didn't come. There he is. See, my wrath just fell off. That's really dangerous. It's really bad. Try not to lose focus. You gotta keep that up. I'm gonna go step in this one. There, finally got him. See if those will drag over here. Decent little pack we got here. What do we got here? There's something here. Speed pylon. Speed pylons are awesome. It's like when you run through them, you actually knock them back and do a big chunk of change of damage. And if any of you guys are actually watching this far into the video, I have a small little Diablo guild on here. We play a lot of hardcore Diablo. And if anyone wants to join, just hit me up, send me a message in the YouTube comments down there. I'll get you right in here. Oh, another boss guy that's not dying. We're just gonna ditch that guy. There, see, this is a lot better. And maybe that other guy up there will follow me. Yeah, he's following, he's following. There we go, that's exactly what we want. We got arcane beam things. I don't know, I'm not even really paying attention because, like, whatever they throw at me, it's not really gonna matter. Of course, that room looks like a room of death. There's arcane beams everywhere in there. Okay, we're getting low on mobs again. Ah, it's level 2. I might just finish these out. I don't know, this is one of those moments you gotta make a decision. Do you keep going or do you kill just the elite mobs? Because there's 2 of them, I think it's worth it, so. And I think I might make it in time. I'm not 100% sure. It depends which Rift Guardian we get. There we go. Oh, is this the lightning one or the arcane beam one? This is the lightning one. Okay, we should be okay. I think I'm fine. So right here is where Weapon Master comes in. I can maintain a good amount of fury. I keep throwing random Rens out because I have to keep my Breath of the Berserker refreshed. Okay, him in that corner is really bad. This is horrible. There we go. I got him where I can hit him there. What do you think? You think I'll make it? It's gonna be close. And this is with Ignore Pain instead of Battle Rage, and this is with Striding Giant instead of Insanity. So you're 100% safe. Like, you're not gonna die. You'd have to do something really stupid to die. And this is a 50. Come on, we need to get him down. We're running out of time. I don't know if standing still like that against the wall reduces my damage or not, because the tornadoes are really what's doing the damage. Oh my gosh. It's gonna start counting down the last minute pretty soon. If I can get him to half, I can kill him in a minute. Uh-oh. This is gonna be really close. I don't think I made it. I think I'm gonna miss it by about 20 seconds. My ruthlessness is kicking in now, so he's starting to die a lot faster. Not gonna be fast enough though. No, like I said, about 20 seconds off. And this is just a first try. Like, I was just to make the video, I wanted to show the footage, but I cleared a 51, and this is just a 50, and I did it with this build, so. There we go, we're about to get him. Yeah. A Diablo? Really? What Barb? Get all those legendaries. Nursey's like, nope, you didn't do good enough. No gems for you. Well, there you have it, guys. Look how easy that was. I know I was off by about 30 seconds, but you know, what do you do? Let's show you these are my stats. As you can see, it's about 1,000 on all res, roughly estimated. And I think that's about it. I think that's just about it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful to you. That's GRIF 50, as you can see, very easy. Please leave a comment if you think there's something that we can improve, or you know, if you have any good ideas. I'm going to be playing with a lot of other Barb builds too, and putting some guides up for those also in the near future. So please go ahead and like the video and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it.